presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. And hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my pal Frank Nobilo. We are here in the wonderful state of Georgia, getting ready to kick off the round at East Lake Golf Club.
And what a great course it is too, Rich. Normally a par 72 for the members, but seeing we're going to play off the pros tee today, the 5th and the 10th hole, which are normally par 5s, will be reduced to par 4s, so a very strict par of 70.
Let's take it down to the tee. Excited to call all the action today out on the course for you. Frank, what are the chances to get out of the box with maybe a birdie here at the first?
Yeah, you're going to get a short iron in hand, especially with a good tee shot. Actually, you can get a couple of short irons within the first 3 holes. So there's a very good chance to get off to a fast start.
Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. Uh-oh, this one's going left, Frank. Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Headed for the bunker, I think. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par. Remember, out of the rough, expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes out, lands softly, and just runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike where it's going to land, and then the third part of it is how much will it roll.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Yeah, he's going to love that one, Frank. Sensational effort.
Oh, just eat that up.
Spieth has this for par. Trying to get out of here without too many bumps and bruises. This one is for bogey. Well, too bad. He gives one back. Here at the par 3 second hole, just under 215 yards.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is going.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Great shot coming out of that bunker right there.
Showing some skills today.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Jordan Spieth can really roll it, has good feel. Let's see what he does with this putt. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, that's disappointing. He misses the par putt, and he'll have this for bogey. So, 2 over par for the round. Well, not going to make par here. He needs this to only give up 1. And so just getting started, even par so far. Hole number 3 is a par 4. It's only 390 yards. Frank, what do you think the right club selection is off the tee?
The majority of players hit like 3-wood off the tee here. It's a little ambitious with a driver because you don't get any real advantage getting that much closer to the green. If you can carry that right bunker and keep the ball on the fairway, you're still going to be left with a full short iron, whether it's a wedge or a 9-iron. And that's a scoring club.
They'll pay a little bit of a price for missing the fairway here because from that rough, you cannot control the spin on the golf ball. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Well, that's what the great ones do. From the rough, they use their skill and their strength to get it out and get it close. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
You know, the way that came out, really lucky to be on the fringe.
Yeah, he'll still have a good chance to come out of here with a decent score. Locked in on the read and the speed. Makes it right in the center. 8-foot putt here.
Even par currently.
Did the job right there. 4th hole now, 440 yards. Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Frank, one of our colleagues at Golf Channel, Brian Hammond's always liked to say, keep it in the short grass. It is nice to play from the fairway.
The game's so much easier from the fairway. Less decisions to be made. You don't have to worry about a flyer or the lip in front of the bunker or a tree. The game almost appears straightforward from there.
Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
This looks to be at least an extra club, maybe two clubs going way up that hill to the green. This won't hurt him, Frank.
Just a little left of the flag. That's fine.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole. This one has a good line. Well, hello there.
Huge bonus making that one.
And getting ready for the putt. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. And now the fifth hole in a challenging par 4 here. It is 520 yards long, and Frank, it rewards precision off the tee.
This is one of the narrowest fairways on the golf course, Rich. Not only that, your tee shot's blind, so you're not going to know where that ball finishes up. Fairway also tilts right to left, so you're going to have to hit that tee shot down the right side.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special. It has historically been one of the final events of the PGA Tour season. Prior to 2007, its field consisted exclusively of the top 30 money winners of the past PGA Tour season. Since 2007, it's been the final event of the 4-tournament FedEx Cup playoff, and eligibility is determined by FedEx Cup points amassed throughout the season instead. While originally followed by the PGA Tour Fall Series, a realignment of the Tour's season structure beginning in 2013 makes the Tour Championship the final event of the season. Birdie try up next. Second shot now at the fifth here at East Lake. Down, little Sheba, down! Either misjudged the win or simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
Going to take some skill now.
This long putt for birdie could be a tough one here. How did that stay out, Frank?
Did everything but go in.
He'll need to be strong with this. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. This can be a cruel game at times. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Too bad. 2 drop shots right there with a double bogey. For the par. Drops it, and he's at even par. We all recognize this hole, the 6th, a par 3 over water, 209 yards.
See that bit where they mow? That's fairway. Try and get it in there. Rich, do you think we should tell him this fairway out there?
Yeah, he's been in the rough all day long.
Should be safely on deck.
That was a solid strike and a good result. These putts keep the round together. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Now at the 7th hole, Frank, what are we looking at?
A dogleg left, but really you have to hit that ball down the right side. The reason why, it's away from the bunkers, and it's a better angle to this elevated green. Ah, nice.
Looks good. Playing it point to point, fairway off the tee, fairway on the 2nd shot, and now a really good angle to attack. Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. Not on the fairway here. This could be a tough shot coming up next. Ends up in the first cut, and he'll have a pretty good look at the hole location from here. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
Let's see what the dominant #1 player can do. Rory McIlroy now on the approach shot. It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Beginning the long climb back, now to 3 over par. Frank, back-to-back dog legs to the left as we step on the tee here at the 8th.
This one, a little different to the 7th hole. This one's fairly flat, and also that fairway runs out on the right side. You can try and flash it across all the bunkers. There's no real advantage. You have to respect those bunkers. Should just leave you a sand iron, a wedge maximum in here. This is a good scoring opportunity, providing you hit the fairway. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up.
This is way left going left.
And that one's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. Frank's second shot.
Yeah, it looks like a good lie. Just take maybe half a club more than the distance allows. Still got to check the wind. Don't have to fly the ball all the way to the flag from here.
Number one goal accomplished, Frank. He is out, and he is headed for the green.
It didn't appear like too bad a strike either.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot.
Rich, with a lie like that in the rough, you're going to get too much grass between club face and ball. You're going to have to adjust for that and at least take a club or two more.
Well, he'd like to have that one back in the bunker.
Still a chance to get it up and down. Well, that's a little absurd, that, Rich. That shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. Well, bunker play is really about technique and feel. The two greatest ever are probably Gary Player and Seve Ballesteros. Seve actually was so good, he was so skilled, that he could open up a 3-iron, that's right, a 3-iron, on a short bunker shot from a greenside bunker and splash it to a couple of feet as if he had just used a 60-degree sandwich. Amazing. Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Spieth trying to light the fuse. This one's for birdie. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
He has this for par. Did the job right there. Just a sloppy hole, no other way to say it, and it results in a double bogey. Rounding out the front side, and Frank, here we are, at last, at a par 5. And what are we looking at?
Good chance here for the long hitters to drive it down there as far as possible. The hole really gives into a nice draw off the tee. One of the reasons why you get that extra kick and bound down the hill, because that's the way the hole shapes. From there, long iron to a green that's built the other way, left to right. Chances for eagles, chances for birdies, but straight with a tee shot, and then all of a sudden you've got to worry about that lake when you lay up.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Tugged that one a little bit offline to the left, and he'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is fairly thick. Playing his second shot here at the par 5.
This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. Frank, ball is in the rough here. What are the problems on this next shot?
Well, this is really where the skill level comes in. A good part. This is where the good player separates himself from the rest.
coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Not a gimme, but well within his range. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Now a 7-footer. Starting to climb back at +2. Frank, always great to call the action here at East Lake with all the history with so many good holes, and we saw plenty of outstanding shots today.